So today, I've decided to make my Q&A video. I asked you guys for some questions in the comments, and today, I'm here to answer them. But before that, I just want to say thank you for all the support, especially the past few years. I haven't been around much, and a lot of you stuck around, so I appreciate it, and thank you. And also, my videos now have super thanks enabled, so if you'd like to support the channel further, it really helps out, and I appreciate it. Help me. Alright, to the questions. How is Mercury doing? Where he at? Do you have a job or are you still a student? Do you plan on doing more activities with fans like this? Do you accept in-game donations? So I've noticed a lot of questions around Mercury, so I'm going to kind of combine them all and just answer those right now. So I haven't spoken to Mercury in probably 5 to 6 years, and we just had different interests and went separate ways. I still respect him and consider him a friend, but we just don't talk anymore. And I do hope he's doing well. I'm currently not a student. I do have a job though. I actually just switched my career recently, and I really hope that allows me to be more active on YouTube and maybe even start streaming on Twitch. Do you plan on doing more activities with fans like this? I definitely want to be more interactive with my fans, and I feel like doing the Q&A was like a good first step, and I think like live streaming would be a pretty good start to being like more interactive with my fans, and I plan on streaming again soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you accept in-game donations? I don't think I've ever been given an in-game donation, so I would be open to it. And I would appreciate it. Do you agree that APB deserves more popularity? If so, then how could we promote it more? I'm all for it. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed about it because part of me believes that APB deserves to have like 100,000 players 24/7. But then the other part of me thinks that the game is so toxic to new players, or even in general, and the game is extremely unfun right now, and there's so much wrong with it, and I just don't think that in its current state it deserves to be popular. And until they change things, it's just gonna stay how it is. For promoting APB, their best bet would be through like Twitch or even YouTube, but because the game is so toxic and a lot of people who are new don't stick around. Even for big streamers who have come and played APB, they're usually griefed out by the community within like 30 minutes. And it's happened multiple times. And until there's like change, like nobody's gonna want to play APB. It seems like you upload the videos very often after Huntorax Unleashed. APB Reloaded was uploaded. And I'm so happy to see your APB Reloaded videos again. So my question is, what makes you upload the videos very often, and what did you do back in the day when you rarely uploaded the videos? Anyway, I really like your videos. Keep on the good work, man. I really appreciate that. Basically, I just have more time available recently to edit and upload. And previously, my old job was a lot of hours. I just couldn't find time to edit. So with the new job, I've been able to find more time to do that, and maybe even start live streaming soon. So I'm looking forward to that. And thank you again. I'm glad you like the videos. Where do you see APB going? Do you think there will be any type of revival for the game, or you just play it because you still have fun with it? I personally don't think APB is going anywhere. I would love to see a revival for it, but you know, with the engine update being canceled, they did promise us some new content, but it's not going to change anything. It's just adding more to the issues, and unless they do a huge overhaul of the game and even build some of the stuff from the ground up, there's just going to be no change to the game. And right now, I still have fun with the game, but only when I play with friends. What keeps you coming back to APB? Also, where did you learn to talk like this with the ladies? Well, honestly, what's keeping me coming back is right now Alcoholzy. It's one of our only games we really spend time together on, other than Rogue. I still have a lot of fun playing with her. Solo, not so much. But yeah, I only play APB for to hang out with friends. And where did I learn to talk like this with the ladies?
You make me proud.
I died.
I take it back.
Yeah, I don't know. What's your opinion on these pistol macros or scroll wheel shooting? Also, do you reckon you'd do a collab again with Dopefish? Honestly, like macros and scroll wheel shooting is always gonna be a thing. There's not much you can do about it. And I would really like to do another collab with Dopefish. I just don't know what I would want to play with him, because I know he wouldn't come back for an APB collab, I don't think. But I would really like to do something with him again in the future. I think he's super funny and he's very iconic. And I was very grateful that I even got the first opportunity to hang out with him. How you got so good with snipers? Asking for a friend, laugh out loud. I personally don't think I'm that great, but how I've always done it is I'll mess around with the sensitivities. Usually I start really low, and then like I'll play a mission, and then if I'm like over aiming or under aiming, you know, I'll adjust it, you know, to go kind of in the direction I need it to go. And once I find one that I'm comfortable with, you know, I'll stick with it, and usually it'll be pretty good. And I recommend that for like every game. It really helps. But thank you. Do you think there are hackers in APB? Yes, 100%. What's your go-to food on any day? Love you. Well, I first off, love you too. And this is kind of tricky. With my previous job, I would say like my go-to food was definitely fast food. But you know, recently I've kind of gone towards a more healthy route. So I'd say chicken. Chicken with like vegetables is my go-to. It's just so bland and boring, and you get sick of it. But I definitely love fast food. It's part of life, you know? It's the key of happiness. Why put Twitch channel link in description? You haven't streamed for 2 years. I've actually been working on my stream for a little bit now, and I do plan on streaming again very soon. So I keep it linked just so I can, you know, kind of promote it here and there, but hopefully start streaming soon. Where do you see yourself in a few years? I don't know. I usually live day to day. I don't really think about the future much. But to think about it, I'd like to expand my YouTube channel into like more games rather than just APB, and definitely pursue the possibility of a full-time streamer. Would be my #1 goal, probably. What other games do you play? Right now, I play Escape from Tarkov, and I've been playing New World. These are the only 2 other games aside from APB that I play. But I would like to expand my games and hopefully start making content with them. And definitely live stream them. That's my goal. What is your profession? Like, are you working? I do work, but I'm pretty private about sharing that stuff. But I do have a career, and I'm happy with it, and it's allowing me to pursue YouTube more and hopefully streaming. So I'm happy. How old are you? I am 26 years old, and I was born in January. Why do you play on such low quality? Mainly for FPS, and just what I'm used to. This is a 2-parter. Do you think APB will shut down servers due to low player base? If so, what will your plans for content be? I'd hate to see you not upload anything anymore, as your content is so fun. You also got me back at APB, so I hope it continues to stay afloat. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm glad you like the content, and I'm sorry I got you back into APB. But honestly, I do hope it's going well. I've always been open to like explore other content. You know, like I have a lot of interest in Escape from Tarkov, and I've been playing New World. So I do have other games, but I'm just kind of like hesitant on like what kind of content I want to make from those games. And I do want to pursue live streaming. So I think that is the direction I will probably pursue very soon. On the topic of APB and a server shutting down, I don't think the servers will shut down, but if anything, Little Orbit will sell to another company. But it really depends like what company would risk investing into a game like APB. So it really depends how that goes. But yeah, I don't think the servers will shut down. Little Orbit can definitely get money for APB, and they've already sold the IP to APB to Asia, and then they already merged the servers to save money. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. What did you have for breakfast? How did you meet Alcoholzy, House Forsaken, and Cocozy doing? Well, for breakfast, I had some berries and coconut, which is pretty good. I've been eating it for breakfast for a couple days now, and I like it. I met Alcoholzy through Savage Scarlet, and I'm glad that I was able to form a friendship with her. I think she's super awesome, and she's great to be around, and she's probably one of my best friends, honestly. And I really look up to her, and she definitely deserves some love, so go follow her. And I've been talking to Forsaken or Cocozy for many years. Have you still got that beautiful 67 Riviera? How's that whole project going? Is she much work? And of course, when might that fireball montage with that thing come out? It's definitely been a project. It's a 1966 Riviera, so you're pretty close. So good eye on that. But overall, it's been a great car. I still have it. The first day I drove it to a tire shop to get new tires, the engine blew up on me. I found out that it was one of the pistons blew up, and then thankfully it dropped straight into the oil pan and did not fuck with any of the engine components. So I was super grateful for that, even though the engine blew up. So I managed to get it home. I parked it in a garage for, I don't know, a couple weeks. Then my brother and I pulled the engine out, took it apart, put new pistons in, basically rebuilt the entire engine, and then put it back in the car. I drove it to work for a year straight, and it never died on me or anything. And then one day I totaled it, smashed the entire front of the car in, and the car was totaled. I parked it in a shop for about 3 to 4 months until I can get all the parts ordered and basically found, because an old car like that, you know, for Buick, you can't buy the parts for that kind of car. You have to find them. So after months and months of searching, I was able to find everything but a hood. And one of my old coworkers who was retiring in a week, I friended him because he noticed that I had the same car that he had, and I was driving it to work, and he offered to sell it to me. So we discussed the price, and that weekend I drove to his house and drove that car to my house, and I took the parts from that car and I basically restored the car from the ground up. So I ended up pulling the hood off the new car, and everything else I got from just sellers all around the world. I ended up spending thousands and thousands of dollars restoring this car. But this is after the engine rebuild. And then this is the car after I restored it. But yeah, I appreciate you asking about my car. You know, I love that thing, and you know, me crashing it was probably the dumbest fucking thing I've ever done. And you know, I spent months and months and thousands of dollars restoring it, and you know, I'm happy how it turned out. But you know, I still have a little bit of PTSD from it when I think about it. And this is actually the first time I've talked about it out loud, so it's a little therapeutic. But yeah, I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the little story on it. But yeah, no more firebomb montages with that car. I don't really drive it anymore. Hi Hunter, I'm a big fan. Would love to know, how did you start playing this game, or how did you find it, and what was your first thought? Thanks, Hassan. I really appreciate that, man. The first time I played APB, I was really young. I remember I was a bronze player, and all I did was just drive around and shoot civilians. Because, yeah, I was young, I was a kid, I didn't know what was going on. But, yeah, the first 2 weeks, all I did was drive around, and I was a bronze. My first thoughts were, you know, I really like the sound effects, the cars, you know. Overall, I'm glad that I found APB. One more thing, do you plan on doing any Blender guides or similar stuff to that, since your Blender little clips are sick AF? And I kind of want to do the same, but got no idea how. Also, would you take requests or rig people's APB player models and make them a working model for outside use? I've always thought about doing Blender guides, and I know there are like none on APB. And taking requests, I probably wouldn't do that. I just don't really have time for it. I have thought about making a APB pack because I have everything of the game. I have all the animations and character models, basically everything, even sound effects. I was gonna make a giant pack that people can download, and then if you know how, which isn't too difficult, you can take my rig and then you can remove the model and swap over to your model on my rig, and then all the animations will work on your character. And that's how I make a lot of my my Blender clips, is a lot of those animations are all from APB. But yeah, if you'd be interested in something like that, just leave a comment. I don't know, maybe a lot of you would. We'll have to see. So yeah, that was my first Q&A video, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I appreciate all of you who asked questions. I really didn't expect this many, and you guys really surprised me. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Also, follow me on Twitch.
It's me, motherfuckers.